Looking for an SUV that won't die? We're talking bulletproof beasts that can crush 500,000 miles without breaking a sweat, or your bank account. Whether you're towing, road tripping, or just surviving the apocalypse, these rigs are built to last longer than your lease, your job, heck, even maybe your marriage. So buckle up, because these are the 7 cheap SUVs that are about to prove that reliability doesn't have to come with a luxury price tag. Starting with the Honda CR-V. Yes, first up is a ride so common and so durable, it's basically the cockroach of crossovers in a good way. We're talking about the Honda CR-V, also known as the obvious choice. Yeah, you saw this one coming for sure. Now, the CR-V is everywhere, and for very good reason. On any given day, you're going to spot CR-Vs from the late 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, and brand new ones, all chugging along happily like nothing's going on. These Japanese juggernauts just don't quit. In fact, Honda built the CR-V so well that J.D. Power gave it a perfect 5 out of 5 reliability rating. And get this, even Honda's own museum showroom CR-V has nearly 250,000 miles on it, and some owners have had way more than that. Now, your CR-V may not impress any supermodels at the valet stand. It's a humble little SUV. It'll impress you by how much money you're going to save in the long run. This thing has a simple 2.4-liter 4-banger under the hood that just goes and goes and goes. Change the oil, maybe replace some brake pads, and a CR-V will be rolling to 300K, 400K, or even beyond that with ease. It's like the Energizer Bunny of SUVs, plus it's surprisingly fun to drive for what it is. Agile, super easy to park, and it won't guzzle gas like a V8 truck. You can get close to 30 miles per gallon, so road trips won't drain your wallet. Guys, real quick, Rocky from New York already drove off with the first GTR and the bonus cash that changed his life. We literally flew him out here. He hung out with us for the whole weekend. We shipped his car back home to New York, and the dude had the time of his life. It genuinely changed everything for him, and now it's your turn. If you want a shot at winning your dream car plus bonus cash, hit the link in the pinned first comment right now. Now, back to the show. All right, maybe you're thinking, sure, the CR-V is great, but I need something bigger and badder. Maybe you've got a big family, a boat to tow, or you just want to drive a truck that feels like a sheriff on a power trip. Enter the Chevy Tahoe, the Americana tank. This beast is the biggest brute on our list, and it just looks like authority on wheels. Drive a white Tahoe and watch traffic part like the Red Sea, because folks think you're the FBI or something. No joke, a lot of police departments and government agencies love the Tahoe, which tells you just how tough these things are. So what makes the Tahoe such a legend? Well, under the hood sits Chevy's renowned small block V8, typically a 5.3-liter pushing north of 300 horses. That engine is a workhorse, simple, old school, and proven to last. In fact, according to studies, a properly maintained Tahoe will easily sail past 250,000 miles. Now, I won't lie, feeding a V8 SUV isn't cheap. The Tahoe likes to drink at the gas pump. You're going to be lucky to get mid-teens MPG, but it makes up for that with low maintenance costs and wide parts availability. This thing is body on frame, old school American iron. It can take a beating and keep on going. I'm not suggesting that you literally punch your Tahoe to test its toughness, but let's just say it won't leave you with a dent in your wallet from surprise repairs. From 2010 to 2014, J.D. Power gave the Tahoe a reliability of 5 out of 5 rating. That's as good as it gets. The best part, you can snag used Tahoes for cheap. Early 2010 models with maybe 150K just broken in for a Tahoe often sell for under 10 grand. And I've linked to all of these in the pinned first comment via Auto Tempest, so you can find them for cheap. And with the Tahoe, you basically get a pickup truck chassis with an SUV body, seating for 7, and the ability to tow your toys on the weekend. Boats, trailers, you name it, the Tahoe can haul it while racking up miles like a champ. Now, maybe massive SUVs really aren't your thing. Maybe you're just after something in between, with a bit more agility, but still solid as a rock. In that case, check out the Toyota 4Runner, which I like to call the Forever Runner. This thing is a legend. It's one of those SUVs where if you see one with low miles, you almost get suspicious. Most 4Runner owners just never let them go. They rack up ridiculous mileage instead. How ridiculous? Try 500,000 plus miles or more on the original engine. So, what's the secret sauce? Well, the 4Runner is basically a truck underneath. Body on frame construction, stout suspension, and a bulletproof 4-liter V6, or older ones had either the indestructible inline 4 or V6. It's built for off-road abuse in places like Moab or the Rubicon Trail, which means your daily commute is a cakewalk by comparison. You could drive this thing through a desert, over a mountain, and straight into the office parking lot all in one go. Toyota reliability is the stuff of legends, and the 4Runner might be the poster child. Change the oil, keep up the timing belts on older V6s, maybe replace a radiator or shock after 20 years. Minor stuff, you know? And the 4Runner is just going to keep going strong. Owners have literally tried to kill these trucks and failed. Anyone remember the old Top Gear episode where they tried to destroy the Toyota pickup? Yeah, it survived everything. Fire, floods, even being dropped from a crane. The 4Runner's DNA is just that, pickup. Speaking of Toyotas that refuse to die, let's dial up the luxury notch a little bit. How about a fancy Lexus that's secretly a rough and tough Toyota underneath? Meet the Lexus GX470, which I call the luxury Land Cruiser Light. If you ever wanted a Land Cruiser but thought, man, those are expensive, the GX470 is the answer. It's probably my ideal pick on this list. You can score one of these for well under $10K these days, and you're basically getting an over-engineered Land Cruiser Prado, an SUV that was sold globally, wrapped in Lexus leather and wood trim. Now, Lexus is known for reliability as a brand, but the GX470 takes it up another level. This thing has a 4.7-liter V8 under the hood that's so overbuilt, it's not even funny. There are GX470s out there with 500,000+ miles running like new. Aside from longevity, the GX gives you some serious off-road cred too. Don't be fooled by the Lexus badge at all. This thing is a serious off-road monster. We're talking full-time four-wheel drive, locking center diff, low-range transfer case, and trick features like downhill assist control. The suspension even has an adjustable height system, so you can raise it up to clear obstacles on the trail, then lower it for your highway ride home. High-tech for its time and still super impressive today. Comfort. Oh, yeah, the GX has plenty. Cushy leather seats, a smooth ride. It's way quieter and comfier than the 4Runner, for example. That's sweet, sweet Lexus build quality. It's basically a luxury tank, and when I say tank, I mean it. The GX is tough. If you maintain a GX470 regularly with oil changes, timing belts every 90K or so, it's going to outlast just about everything. The phrase runs forever truly applies here. And with used prices being so low for what you get, it's one of the best deals if you're looking for a long-term SUV partner. Just be warned, once you buy a GX, you might start planning some epic overland adventures because it's so dang capable and reliable. And trust me, it is up for it. This Lexus never says die. Now, maybe you love the idea of a Toyota that never dies, but you need even more room, like bus level room. Maybe you've got a whole basketball team of kids, a Great Dane, and enough luggage to fill a U-Haul. Don't worry, Brad Danger's got your back. Toyota's got you covered there too, with the Toyota Sequoia, our pick for the full-size family hauler that's basically immortal. I like to call it the family tree that lives forever because the Sequoia is named after one of the longest living tree species in the world. And that's very appropriate. I mean, this SUV just goes on and on and on. How reliable is the Sequoia? Well, according to IC Car Study, the Sequoia is literally the longest lasting vehicle that you can buy. And with an average potential lifespan of 296,000 miles, that's average, yeah, meaning many go well beyond that. Owners frequently go 300 to 400 or more on the original drivetrain. It's basically a Toyota Tundra pickup underneath, with that glorious 4.7-liter or later 5.7-liter V8 that just refuses to quit. Give it oil and gasoline, and it's going to give you the world. Now, as a full-size SUV, the Sequoia, it's huge. It's got 3 roomy rows, enough cargo space to start a Costco warehouse in the back, and it's actually pretty decent to drive. The older first-gen models from 2001 to 2007 ride comfortably and have enough power to merge without drama. No, they aren't fancy. There's a lot of plastic inside, but who cares when it lasts this long? The newer gens got nicer, but we're focusing on cheap and long-lasting here, and the early Sequoias, they're a bargain. The craziest thing is that you can find early 2000 Sequoias for well under 10K, sometimes even under 5 if they have high miles, which, ironically, well, most of them do. It's not uncommon to see one with 250,000 miles still running like a champ and the owner saying, it's got plenty of life left in it. Honestly, the Sequoia is the kind of SUV that, if you buy one, you might retire it not just because it broke, but because you just want something different after 20 years. It's the ultimate family workhorse that might outlast the need for a family hauler altogether. Now, we've covered a lot of Japanese toughness and even an American brute, but how about something that combines a bit of both of the worlds, luxury and reliability, and has a record of insane mileage? Say hello to my little friend, the Acura MDX, the million-mile ambition. Now, I might be exaggerating just a little bit with the million-mile, but not by much. There was an Acura MDX that the Drive spotted with 946,000 miles on it. Yeah, you heard that right, just shy of 1 million. And another 2015 MDX was documented with 735,000 miles on the clock. If that doesn't prove longevity, I don't know what does. The MDX is basically Honda's idea of luxury family SUVs. It's got 3 rows, a nice plush interior, especially in higher trims, and a strong 3.5-liter V6 engine that Honda has been perfecting for decades. That V6 is a gem, plenty of power, and it just keeps going if you maintain it. No surprise, since Honda engines have powered lots of long-lasting cars. Pair that with Honda's engineering for the transmission and all-wheel drive system if equipped, and you get a drivetrain that's built to last. Now, let's talk use case here. The MDX is perfect if you need a family hauler or daily commuter that's comfortable and a bit upscale, but you also want to drive it for the next 15 years without worry. It's not a truck like the GX470 or 4Runner. It's more of a car-like unibody SUV, which means it handles nicely on the road. You can actually have some fun driving it, especially the newer ones, which even come in a sporty Type S variant. But even the older ones, think 07 to 13 second gens or 14 to 20 third gens, are smooth and surprisingly agile for a 7-seater. The best part is maintenance on an MDX. It's not going to drain your bank account. It's still a Honda at heart. Parts are reasonably priced and widely available. Just keep an eye out on the transmission fluid changes and timing belt intervals for older models, and it's going to treat you super well. A lot of owners report going 200 to 300,000 with nothing but routine maintenance and maybe some suspension refreshes. We've seen the extreme cases of near 1 million miles, which is absolutely mind-blowing, but even if yours only makes it 300 or 400,000 miles, that's still incredible. Now, we can't finish off this list without tipping our hat to a true classic, one of the original cheap SUVs that defined runs forever back in the day. I'm talking about the Jeep Cherokee XJ, the Unkillable classic. Now, if you know, you know. The XJ Cherokee, built from 1984 to 2001, has a cult following because these little boxy SUVs just don't give up. Why is the Cherokee so tough? Jeep's 4-liter inline-6 engine is the stuff of legends. It's an iron block, a simple pushrod straight 6 that seems to run no matter what. I've seen XJs with over 300,000 miles still running original engines and transmissions. And according to plenty of Jeep aficionados, these 4-liter motors can reach 500,000 miles and beyond with just basic care. The Cherokee XJ's toughness isn't just the engine. The whole truck is pretty simple and stout. Solid axles, basic 4-wheel drive system, not a lot of fancy electronics to go wrong, especially in the older models. If something does break, parts are everywhere and cheap. And because the Cherokee was so popular, millions sold. Any mechanic can work on them. Heck, you can pretty much do all the work yourself with a toolkit and some YouTube tutorials. It's a DIYer's dream SUV. Now, driving an old XJ is a nostalgic experience. They're smaller than today's SUVs, actually closer to the size of a modern compact crossover, but the body on frame and ruggedness is excellent. The ride can be a bit bouncy and they're not fast by any means, but off-road, oh baby, these things are billy goats. Off-road capability, it's legit. Many stock XJs can tackle trails that would stop larger, heavier SUVs. That's why you still see them in off-road parks, lifted with big tires, crawling over rocks like it's 1995. So, I want to know the highest mileage car that you've owned. Let us know down below because I will be reading down there. And remember to go to winthisIdealcar.com to get entered for free to win our very first Ideal Car giveaway. Also, if you liked the video, go check out these over here. Like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. And I'm Brad Danger. This is Ideal. I'll catch you next week. And promise me one thing. Keep living the ideal lifestyle.